It's time for another exclusive. Somebody's got to help me make an exclusive. I need exclusive. Got any graphics people who are willing to help? Hit me up on Twitter. But you know, when I team up with FandomWire.com, it means I have an exclusive for you. Make sure you're following Fandom Wire News on Facebook, or just go to FandomWire.com to catch these. Or just make sure you subscribe here. That way you don't miss any of these scoops as we got them for you. But this one's cool, guys. They are working on a Godzilla TV series, we can confirm, for HBO Max. How? How are they doing this? Well, they're doing a MONARCH series. It's already in development over on HBO Max. This is the exclusive. MONARCH is the secret organization behind all of the movies and stuff and the monsters. And here is the intel we have pulled. Fans of Legendary Pictures are eagerly anticipating the long-awaited blockbuster Godzilla vs. Kong. As we wait the first trailer, Fandom Wire can exclusively reveal HBO Max is developing a MonsterVerse series revolving around the secret scientific organization MONARCH. Woo, woo, woo. Kudos to Devin, by the way, Colson, for writing this. OG fan. I'm so grateful to be back in touch with Devin, who I've hooked up over there to make sure he could do these scoops when I'm unable to or whatever. He's been doing great reporting, so thanks, Devin, for all the work that you've been doing for us over there. But this is fascinating. All right, so let's learn more. Do you guys remember who MONARCH is? Obviously, Godzilla fans do, but people watching the movies, I've forgotten a lot of the parts of the movies. Godzilla, King of All Monsters, it was okay. But all the backstory and stuff I never got as into. But get ready, because they're going to give you a lot more backstory. But anyway, MONARCH was introduced in the 2014 Godzilla reboot, founded in 1946 by American President Harry Truman to investigate the sinking of the USS Lawton by a giant creature, or massive unidentified terrestrial organism, MUDO. MONARCH soon expanded into an international organization. In 1954, it was involved in attempts to kill Godzilla and the Shinomura. Tell me if I did that wrong. With hydrogen bomb detonations in Bikini Atoll. The organization's next breakthrough came in 1973 when MONARCH agents attached to a Landsat expedition discovered the incredible ecosystem of Skull Island and the ancient rivalry between its guardian Kong and the marauding skull crawlers. That's a beautiful shot there. It does look pretty cool. Organization has played a big role throughout Legendary's MonsterVerse, so it's no surprise that HBO Max would want to, again, make an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.-esque spin-off. We currently don't have any details on or any word on who will direct or produce. However, we do want to stress that this project is in early stages of development. It's important to stress that in development means teams connected to Warner Brothers and Legendary are preparing and writing the following projects. It does not guarantee it'll make it air, but this makes a lot of sense because, look, this is the new world we live in, right? When studios are making streaming services, they think of whatever franchises they have at their disposal, and they're figuring out how to make series for them. It's happening now at Warner Brothers like crazy, as HBO Max is their utmost priority. We're seeing it with the Gotham. What are they calling it? The Gotham City PD one that Matt Reeves is working on in tandem to the Batman. Now and then James Gunn in quarantine wrote Peacekeeper as a series for Suicide Squad. It's pretty much become sort of standard that if you have a big tentpole movie at Warner Brothers, they're like, can you do more? Would you like more money to do another series? Because they just need content and they want franchises. They need IP. And what IP is bigger than Godzilla? Godzilla is their monster, and while they're working on figuring out what's next, by the way, I can tell you, we know who the next villain of the franchise will be. Stay tuned. I may report it here as well, but stay tuned to Fandom Wire if you'd like to know who they're going to team up against in the next movie, not just Godzilla vs. Kong, which is coming out this March on HBO Max. Apparently, they paid them, Legendary, a ton of money to work that out. That's always the solve, right, in Hollywood? Here's more money. Can we do it now? All right, I guess. But they had to pay a lot because Netflix and other streamers wanted to get Kong versus Godzilla, and now they're going to be able to debut it on HBO Max. So pretty impressive that they got to pull that off. But I lost my train of thought. What I was saying was it was clear that HBO Max is trying to, anything they have, get more shows. Like Dune and another one. There was talk of not only a Dune trilogy of films, but Denis Villeneuve doing a Dune series. So they need to please him next. Now they got Godzilla good on HBO Max. Dune's the next big wild card. I think James Gunn's also clearly going to have to be taken care of because they're going to be like, well, what'd you do to my movie? What do you mean it's not going to go to the theaters? that's clearly still a ways away. I think that comes out, what is it, August, the Suicide Squad? So HBO and Warner Media still have time to sort of work that out with him, the specifics to make him feel good. Look, this to me is interesting. It's interesting because if they're going to have monsters in it, then sign me up. If we're going to see a bunch of just scientists talking about all the drama, like the Via Farmiga characters or even the John Goodman characters, just trying to like chase the monsters, and then we don't even get to. You got to see monsters even in a Monarch show, right? So do you go back and do a historic, like a past one, like the John Goodman series, where we get to follow him? Because I remember Jordan Vaught Roberts when we did the honest trailer for Kong Skull Island. Even he was sort of acknowledging that they didn't really give him anything to do in that movie. That was a fun one. If you guys don't remember, one of my favorites before I left. We got him to write the honest trailer for Kong Skull Island, and it was amazing because he was not easy on it. He admitted to a lot of its problems. We ended up writing some of it, but we did it in tandem with him to get a lot of his feedback, and he gave us the notes. Then we put it in our format, and he sort of approved and adjusted. But that is a fun one to rewatch from the honest trailer classic days. Back in the good old days of when it was. I was always hoping to get more of those filmmakers, but getting him in, getting a King Kong director in to sort of criticize it. He made it clear it was too much characters, too much exposition, and not enough on John Goodman, who comes in and then disappears. So I'm stuck, and I want you to leave your comments as we wrap this up. It's like I'm stuck because I didn't mind John Goodman in Kong Skull Island. That was cool. And if you got someone like his stature to actually be like the early days of figuring out what happened with Monarch, maybe there's a way to do it present day and past. And you get to meet some of the creatures, and sort of the creatures disappear, but they got to they're identifying all of them, the ones we don't even know. It could be interesting. However, at the same time, the Monarch portions of the movies are the least interesting to me. I'm a fan of Pacific Rim hitting people with submarines as baseball bats. You know what I mean? So are you going to be able to get that at an HBO Max series budget? That's the big question mark as to whether this will work. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you like this idea of a Monarch series? Does it have to have Godzilla and Kong and other creatures for it to be successful for you? Or can you see an Office-like setting, NCIS, Monsterverse edition? What is something that you would be acceptable with this format? Do you want them to keep going? Tell us all in the comments down below, or hit me up on social media if you got your own thoughts. Again, if you haven't already, please go and hit that subscribe button. It's free to do. Hit the bell for all alerts, smash that like button, and leave a comment down below to help the engagement. What creature do you want, and what creature do you hope shows up in the sequel? I'm hesitating whether I should do this story because it's a spoiler. Apparently the end credits will reveal it in Kong versus Godzilla. And I don't know. I hate spoiling stuff for you guys. I might let Phantom Wire do that one. So stay tuned to Phantom Wire. Or do you want me to? Tell me down in the comments below. Keep the engagement coming. Make sure to check out all these videos in the meanwhile. Appreciate all you guys. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.